North Orange County for Bernie Sanders. Let's hear it for you. Yeah. Are you feeling the burn? Yeah. Are you seeing the burn? Yeah. Now, are you doing the burn? Yeah. You got to dance for that? All right, a new dance, the Bernie dance. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, we are here in serious business. This is a political revolution for social justice. Am I right? Yeah. It's not a Tea Party. We know who the Tea Party are. We are people for American values, which means jobs, education, health care, minimum wage increase. Senator Bernie Sanders was way ahead of his time. Back 40 years ago, he was taking no money from corporate lobbyists when he ran for mayor of Burlington, Vermont, no money from developers. He ran a grassroots campaign 40 years ago, and he ran 7 times for mayor until he finally won. Do you know that? Woo! He won by 10 votes. He did the right thing back then, he's doing it now. He takes no money from corporate lobbyists, no special interest PACs. He's a man of the people, and that's what we need in Washington. Am I right? In the White House. And we're here for that. Let me just say a few things about myself and where we're going here and how it relates to what we're doing. My parents were immigrants to America 45, 50 years ago, actually. And we did very well. My father and mother went on to graduate school. My dad was a psychologist. My mom was a special ed teacher. And we lived the middle-class American dream. All 4 of our children, their children, my brothers and sisters, were able to go to college in 4 years, get 2 degrees, graduate school, go on to become teachers and professors and a businessman, my brother, and we did very well, and we bought our own homes, we raised our families, and our children are going on to college. Now, is that true of American young people today? It is, and that is what Bernie's talking about, the dying of the American dream. We believe in resurrecting the American dream, and it's all about dollar democracy. It is my book that I wrote recently called Dollar Democracy, with Liberty and Justice for Some, How to Reclaim the American Dream for All, is all about Bernie's campaign, basically. It's about a lot more, but it's basically the theme of the campaign, and that is big money has bought our politicians, the special interest PACs that are paying people like Hillary Clinton and paying all these other folks to go to Wall Street and collect checks. Checks not just for their campaigns, but for themselves personally when they make speeches. Am I right? Bernie never did that, and he will never do that, because Bernie believes in people's democracy, in true democracy. So I'd like to say the only way we can return American dream back to our people is to get rid of dollar democracy, get the money out of politics, and it just didn't begin with Citizens United. That's the worst part of it. This dollar democracy began back in the 1980s and 70s when the Democratic Party decided to take corporate money like the Republican Party, with the exception of people like Bernie Sanders, Senator Paul Wellstone, Elizabeth Warren. We've got good, true Democrats right now, am I right? And we have those people to thank, and we got to support them. And we got to retain and resurrect this Democratic Party and bring others from outside the party to be in coalition with us. You don't have to belong to the Democratic Party to support this political revolution. Everyone should be part of it. The Green Party members, the defined state independent voters, we are all part of this movement to take America back, and we will take it back, ladies and gentlemen. There's no doubt about that. These corporate bankers on Wall Street, these big business corporations taking our jobs to cheap labor countries like China and Mexico, these folks don't have the future. We are the future, and we are the present that's going to bring the future right now. We're not going to wait for 20 years. Am I right about that? Yeah. And I want to thank Brother Kenny Williams for what he told about the truth about Labor Day. This is the Labor Day all around the world. May 1st, because of the Haymarket Massacre, where workers fighting for an 8-hour day, the most decent achievement they could have, which finally came, these workers gave their lives. Because the corporate elites that day, they hired the goons to go in there and shoot the crowd up and gave some kind of reason about this and that. The point is that the workers were fighting for a decent work day, so they can have time with their children. They can have time to love and care and be with their children, play with them after 8 hours, and go on and do the right thing. And yet, the corporate elites back then, and even today, don't want us to have an 8-hour day. We got workers now, jobs taken to Mexico, where the workday is much longer. The wage is so tiny that no one can live over there. And when Trump talks about illegal immigrants, that guy's way off the mark. Am I right? Yeah. Does he have any concept of economics? Does he know about free trade and NAFTA, which ruined this country and ruined Mexico and drove the middle class to the ground in Mexico? Because NAFTA took the cheap jobs over there. They're paying the workers next to nothing over there. And, by the way, NAFTA also allowed the corporate farmers here to dump their corn, their GMO corn, on Mexico and sell it cheaper. Am I right about that? And that GMO corn was sold cheaper than the Mexican farmer. The family farmer could produce the corn there. And what happened to that family farmer in Mexico? He and she went out of business, and they went to the factories in Tijuana to work for General Motors, or for Ford, or wherever else, or Hyundai, or whatever. And when they worked for those corporations, they got paid even less than they were making on the farm. Am I right? So where do they come for opportunity? They're coming here, some of them. Some of them come here because this is the land of opportunity and because they're driven out from there because of these free traders, these corporate elites that don't care about American workers. They don't care about the American middle class. They don't care about the Mexican workers, the Mexican middle class. They care about their own pocketbooks and their checkbooks and their corporate, right? And their Wall Street stocks. And that is going to stop because we the people are taking this back, ladies and gentlemen. And let me tell you something. Yeah, all right, let's hear that. Taking it back, taking our power back. I am so happy and proud to see so many young people here from colleges in the whole area because you young people are leading this revolution. Without you, we could never do it. And you know, Bernie has been doing great with your voting group. Am I right? And you're going to keep doing it. And we know that whenever independents are allowed to vote in these primaries, Bernie just takes the cake. He swamps them out the vote. Am I right? When the independents can vote. So I say we should open up all these primaries to independents and let everyone in America vote. We should ban the Electoral College. We should raise our minimum wage. Electoral College. We want direct democracy. Now, here's something else. In America today, the gap between rich and poor is 400 to 1. The CEOs in America are making 400 times the income of the average worker. You know what that's up from? Back in 1980, before Reagan, it was 40 to 1, ladies and gentlemen. The CEOs are making 40 times the income of the average worker. Now it is 400 to 1. The top 1% captured 93% of all the new income that came into America in the last 7 years since the recession. The top 1% captured 93% of the income. Are you surprised why the gap is growing like that? And to me, that is a social sin. We cannot allow that to happen. It's immoral. Anyone with any kind of faith, or those good friends of ours who are atheists who care about morality and ethics, we all know that it's wrong to deprive people of food, to deprive them of education, to ruin our environment. Global warming is just capturing all the storms and the horrible tornadoes, and all those things are happening because of the oil companies being out of control, and the oil companies being allowed by the corporate elites to pollute the air, to keep on digging and drilling and fracking, and acidizing, and things like that, pollute our water, pollute our air, and we the people will not take it anymore because the only ones that can turn this around is not the elites, not the top 1%, the top 1.5%. Who can turn this around, ladies and gentlemen? We the people, you got it. Well, it's a pleasure to be here, and I must say, it is always a pleasure to be in Orange County because this is my work home. I've worked at Cypress College for 30 years, and my heart and soul are there, even though I live in Long Beach. But thank you so much, and God bless you all. Let's keep the fire burning! Bernie Sanders for president. Bernie Sanders for president. We'll all work our hearts off to get him in there. Thank you so much. God bless.
Thank you so much, Peter. That was wonderful. Now, the caucuses will open their doors at 2 o'clock, so we're asking anyone that is